It's like a concierge service for illegal immigrants. My question is, you didn't think the border crisis was bad enough that now we're going to have an app that allows illegals to schedule their appointments and come and be admitted to this country? Now let's talk about what actually happens when they come to the border. It's interesting. You characterized this when you rolled it out as an application for applying for asylum, but nowhere on the app do you actually require the illegal migrants to apply for asylum or to claim asylum or anything about asylum. And in fact, when they then get to the border, you don't ask them questions, you don't do interviews, you just release them. This seems crazy to me. So how many people have used the app then?
That you are referring to. So if I can explain.
How many people have used the app?
So we had a significant surge of Cubans.
How many people have used the app?
Nicaraguans and Venezuelans.
Mr. Secretary, you're here to answer my questions. How many people have used the app?
Tens of thousands have sought to make an appointment at the port of entry under our parole.
One Senator Josh Hawley just delivered one of the most devastating interrogations you'll ever see. Tearing into Alejandro Mayorkas over the controversial CBP-1 app, critics are calling it a straight-up concierge service for illegal immigration. In this heated Senate hearing, Hawley exposes the shocking truth about an app that lets migrants schedule border appointments like they're booking a damn hotel room or concert tickets. Then comes the bombshell. Hawley pulls out the CBP-1 phone app, holds it up for the committee and every camera in the room to see, and reads straight from the Department of Homeland Security's own fact sheet. He names 7 separate border points of entry, 5 in Texas, 2 in California, 1 in Arizona, where non-citizens without proper documentation can literally schedule their entry into the United States. The comparison he drops is brutal in its simplicity. He calls it Ticketmaster for illegal immigrants, a full-service concierge line that spits in the face of every principle of actual border security. This isn't reform. This is facilitation on steroids. Take a look.
You rolled out a new phone app called CBP-1, an app for a cell phone. I've got a picture of it behind me here. This phone app allows, and I'm going to quote from your own fact sheet, it allows, and I quote, non-citizens without appropriate documents for admission to schedule an appointment to come to the border. They can now go on their phone and schedule a time to come to the border and then be admitted. And you identified 7 separate border points of entry where they could come. 5 of them in Texas, 2 of them in California, 1 in Arizona. It's like a concierge service for illegal immigrants. My question is, you didn't think the border crisis was bad enough that now we're going to have an app that allows illegals to schedule their appointments and come and be admitted to this country?
Senator, you're mischaracterizing the use of the application. Let me explain it to you. We are currently enforcing the public health order of Title 42, and I know you're very familiar with it. There is a process for individuals who claim an exception to the Title 42 expulsion authority because of an acute medical condition.
Well, let's talk about this app.
If I may finish, an urgent humanitarian reason. So instead of them coming in between the ports of entry to claim that urgent medical condition, that extraordinarily acute humanitarian cause, we allow a limited number to arrive at our ports of entry and seek the emergency relief that they need.
Schedule, you allow them, let's be particular about what you do.
And I should say that the CBP-1 app was not unveiled for the first time on January 5th of this year.
Oh, no, but you changed it. You made it available on January 5th to the illegals themselves. You don't have to be a lawyer to use it. You don't have to be a member of a non-governmental organization. Anybody can download the app and use it on their phone. And for the first time, you allowed them to schedule appointments. Now, let's talk about what actually happens when they come to the border. It's interesting. You characterized this when you rolled it out as an application for applying for asylum. But nowhere on the app do you actually require the illegal migrants to apply for asylum or to claim asylum or anything about asylum. And in fact, when they then get to the border, you don't ask them questions, you don't do interviews, you just release them. Here's the Texas Monthly, not a notable conservative outlet, who reports, and I quote, "At no point does the app ask users, are you seeking asylum? Those arriving for the CBP-1 appointments are given no interviews, asked no questions about vulnerabilities that they may or may not have listed in the app or about why they're coming to the United States. They're simply released into the country, end quote. So rather than building a wall, Mr. Secretary, you have built Ticketmaster for illegal immigrants.
You are, Senator, you are conflating programs. Let me explain
Just
to you.
respond to this. Is it true that they are given no interviews, asked no questions, and simply released into the country?
Let me explain to you what we announced on January 5th.
No, I want you to explain to me what's happening. I know what you announced. I read it to you.
So I will explain to you what is happening.
Are they given interviews? Let's start with that. Are they given interviews?
We were previously experiencing
That's starting to sound like a no. Well, let's just hone in here. Mr.
almost-
Secretary, my time is very limited. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to drive to some clarity here.
But Senator,
The Texas Monthly has reported that once illegal immigrants go on their phone and reserve their time to come to the border, once they use your concierge service that you've created for them, when they come, they are given no interviews. They are asked no questions about any vulnerabilities. They are simply released into the country. Is that happening?
Senator, you are mistaken. And if I may explain.
Are they given interviews?
If I may explain, individuals who seek parole under our January 5th program for Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans are screened and vetted before they arrive at our border.
Wait a minute. No, they go on the phone and they just reserve a time, and then they show up and they're given nothing. Listen to this. Even immigration advocates are amazed about this. Here, also from the Texas Monthly. Here's one immigration advocate whose first name is Orta. She says, that's the crazy part. Nothing in this new program requires you to actually seek asylum. Somehow, we've decided to punish those who arrive at the border without the app, who may be seeking asylum, but we just let in anybody who may or may not have any particular reason to seek asylum, so long as they've made an appointment on your Ticketmaster app. This seems crazy to me.
Senator, it's a complete mischaracterization of the program that we announced and are implementing.
So how many people have used the app then?
That you are referring to. So if I can explain.
How many people have used the app?
So we had a significant surge of Cubans.
How many people have used the app?
Nicaraguans and Venezuelans.
Mr. Secretary, you're here to answer my questions. How many people have used the app?
Tens of thousands have sought to make an appointment at the port of entry under our parole program.
Okay, good. How many have been admitted without an interview at the border?
You are, again, inserting a fact that does not belong in your question. So if I can, I will get you the precise.
I'm reading to you from public reports about how your own app works. You're just blanket denying. Actually, you're not quite denying it. You're saying that maybe we don't understand. Apparently, I don't understand. Texas Monthly doesn't understand. Immigration advocates don't understand. You're the only one who understands, yet you won't answer my question.
What Senator Josh Hawley pulled off in that hearing was pure mastery. Laser focused, no nonsense, and absolutely relentless. While Mayorkas tried every dodge, weave, and bureaucratic word salad in the book, Hawley stayed locked in, demanding answers the American people damn well deserve, and refusing to let the smokescreen stand. His methodical takedown of the CBP-1 app narrative laid bare what millions of Americans have suspected for years. The Biden administration didn't just fail to stop illegal immigration. They built a system that actively helps it happen faster and easier. Hawley's frustration wasn't some fake outrage for the cameras. It was righteous, boiling anger from a guy watching his country's borders get turned into Swiss cheese while the people in charge shrug and hide behind jargon. Every single question he fired was dead on relevant. Every follow-up was necessary and brutal. And every time Mayorkas evaded or deflected, it only proved Hawley's point harder. When the head of Homeland Security can't, or flat out won't, answer basic questions about costs, how the damn thing actually works, or what national security screening even looks like, something is rotten to the core. The CBP-1 app bombshell should alarm every American, red state or blue, no exceptions. The idea that foreign nationals can download an app, pick a time slot, and stroll right into the country without real interviews, deep vetting, or consequences isn't immigration policy. It's immigration surrender dressed up as progress. Hawley exposed it for exactly what it is, a high-tech workaround engineered to flood as many people as possible into America's interior, while pretending we still have a border worth the name. This hearing proved one thing loud and clear. We need way more senators like Josh Hawley, people with the spine to ask the tough questions, reject the doublespeak, and put American security ahead of political games. His tenacity here is the raw accountability Washington has been missing for far too long. The American people are exhausted by the border chaos, exhausted by officials who won't enforce the law, exhausted by being gaslit and told what they see with their own eyes is a mischaracterization. Hawley didn't just ask questions. He forced the ugly truth into the daylight, and the excuses crumbled like wet paper. If you're sick of the lies, fed up with the gaslighting, and want more no BS breakdowns that slice straight through the nonsense, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe right now. We're not letting this crap slide. More raw truth coming your way.